Good evening. Hello. Hello. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Mim. I am Tiggy's maid of honour, little sister of 4 girls, and the one our parents knew to stop at because they finally got it right. Am I right? Am I right? Anyway, although Tiggy was not at all pleased with having a little sister initially, she took on the role of being a big sister very seriously and taught me a lot growing up. One of my first lessons was Tiggy teaching me my very first swear word. Tiggy selflessly dedicated her time to teach me the F-U-C-K word. And not until I had it down pat did she then encourage me to showcase my shiny new word to our mum. And unknowingly to me, when this time came, Tiggy made sure that she had a really good seat to watch this explosion erupt. And it was an explosion. And look, because of Tiggy's hard work, I was sure to give the credit where credit was due. When Mum questioned where I might have learnt that word. I'd never seen my sister move faster than she did in that very moment, and safe to say it was a pretty impressive performance. Look, Tiggy and I have never really managed to nail the art of time and place. Would you agree? Often, I guess, lost in our own little worlds when we are together. We managed to showcase this fantastically when we began hysterically snort laughing at our grandmother's funeral. And with knowing how bad this would have looked only made it funnier and louder. Now, it looked worse than it was. We couldn't stop laughing as we were whispering in each other's ear, recalling all the funny moments that the two of us and our Nan had shared together, remembering her. Although from the outside looking in, it was simply just 2 disrespectful little girls making a scene in the middle of their grandmother's funeral. Naturally, copying some spicy looks from many who attended, including our father. That was a good one to explain later. Now, Tiggy, she would be the one laughing and smiling ear to ear, watching you today. You and Nan had an incredible, special relationship, and you have no idea how proud she would be of you today and all that you've made of your life and the woman you are today. All of this aside, today is such a beautiful and meaningful day, and I couldn't be happier to stand here and celebrate my sister and her new husband, Xave. When the two of you met, it was like 2 missing puzzle pieces had finally found their way back to each other. Xave, you make it easy for Tiggy to be herself in every aspect of that. Thank you for being the safest place that she's ever found. So, in an effort to capture this special moment, I brought along this pocket watch today. The very moment that you both were announced husband and wife and shared your first kiss as such, I stopped it, freezing the time in the exact date and time that you officially began this incredible journey together. As you navigate the highs and lows of life, I hope that you have this watch in your home and every other home that you create in the future. Whenever you look at it, I hope that it reminds you of how you both felt today and the relationship that you guys have as unique and so precious. So, I do want to give this to you guys and raise a glass. Here's to the Mardlings.
time capsule. How beautiful. So thoughtful. That was so beautiful, wasn't it? So touching. The time capsule. I'd like to invite the dads up. Rod and Terence. Rodney, Terence, Rodney. Yeah, let's start with you, Rod.
Howdy, folks. I'm the father of the bride, and I'd like to thank all you people.
You lied.
Shut up a minute. I'd like to thank all you people that turned up here tonight, especially those that have travelled quite a distance. Thank you. Tig, you look absolutely bloody beautiful. Your mother told me to say that. And X, you look all right too, brother.
That's my boy you were talking about.
Hang on, I'll put these on. Tig's an outgoing person, as MC has already discussed earlier in the night, and she means every bit of it. Tig loves life, and we love her. Tig, me and Mum are really, really proud of you. You've done a lot for us, and mostly we've done a lot for you, but we love you, and continue your beautiful journey for the rest of your life. Good on you, bud. Always, a little word of advice, always listen to each other and laugh together. And I'd also like to thank Terry and Annie for joining our family. We really appreciate them being here. And one other little thing, Mem brought it to the surface. There's a little lady up there on a cloud looking down at you.
Yep. Well done, mate. On behalf of Anne and I, didn't think I'd do this, but what a beautiful person you are. Not you, Rod, your daughter.
Thank you, Terry. I love you. Thank you.
Yeah. And it's not hard to see why Xavier has fell in love with her and this, that and the other. And I'm going to tell you the dead truth. The first time she walked through the door and was all bubbly and lovely and all this sort of shit, and I thought, Christ. I thought, what's he got here? But how many days has it been?
859.
So after a few days, and we got to meet Tig a little bit more often because she was on the scene. And but I must admit, I've never seen a person that never ever has a problem. Okay? She's just lovely, and Anne and I will love you forever. And you haven't caught a real bad bloke there, you know. He's not only my son, but he's my best friend. As I said, I didn't think I'd bust up like this, but maybe I need a couple more beers. But, but anyway, and to the celebrant today, that's what weddings are all about. Having fun instead of all that religious stuff. And I congratulate you because you did a good job. So to Rod and Deb, you made a lovely girl with a great personality, and I think we will share a couple of fishing trips somewhere along the line, and have a lot of fun. And I really appreciate all you people coming today to celebrate Xave, because he's had a bit of a tough run, and he deserves all this. Thank you.
Put your hands in the air if you love an emotional dad. Oh, don't we love the dads that cry over how beautiful their kids are? Rod and Terence, you're so beautiful. Yep, that's the true men, in my opinion. Absolutely. So we now have Xave's three stooges, Mick, Dave and Heath, and they're going to say a little something. Where are you? Where are the three stooges?
Well, I will say they stopped running things by me about a week ago because I was vetoing too much, so I don't know what's about to happen.
We love surprises.
Oh, I guess. Get away from the speaker. All right. Yeah, Flinty's here. I think.
Can you hold this, Michael?
All right.
All right. Before we get into what we had prepared, let's just take a moment to appreciate Tig. What an absolutely amazing bride. You were so stunning out there, and I don't think it's a surprise to anyone here. It was just such a Tig ceremony, and it was just so beautiful and fun, and look, I think we all really loved it. So, to the beautiful bridesmaids, you guys did an amazing job. You guys are such close mates and family of Tig, and on behalf of the groomsmen, thank you for making our job easy. We just had to get the big fella here on time. But you looked amazing. You did a great job, and it was fun hanging out with you across yesterday and today, so thank you. So if everyone could raise a glass to the beautiful bridesmaids. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great honour of mine to be Xave's best mate for 3 decades now. Or as I just recently found out, one of his top 3 mates. Across those 3 decades, I've learnt quite a bit about the big fella, and I'll touch on 1 or 2 things in a second. But I've also had the dubious honour of speaking on Xave's behalf at many of his major life events. His 18th birthday, his 21st birthday, his 30th, $2 parties, another event that I've been told not to mention, and now his best wedding. I'm Ori, or Dave, and I'm joined by my co-best man, Michael and Heath, to give you, or to make Xave's life mildly uncomfortable for a couple of minutes. I'm going to talk about the big horse in his early days, and then Michael's going to do the honours of talking about Tig and Xave, the love story, and then Heath's going to bring it home with some words of wisdom on behalf of all three of the Stooges, and a toast. So, as everyone knows, Xave is a great man. He's one of the most genuine people you'll meet. He's a country lad. He's a very, very intelligent man, and he's loved by everyone who knows him. He's genuinely one of the best people that you'll meet. Xave and I met when we were 11 years old in 1994, playing Riverina Schoolboys football, and formed a bond straight away that we've held for 30 years. Hasn't been broken despite living in different countries for the majority of that time. We've actually never lived in the same town as each other. The passage of time, and also him going for Collingwood. That's probably his only character blemish. He's also, as we know, he's a very successful, very smart fella. Every now and again he lacks just a little bit of common sense. And just one quick story, I had another one prepared, but this morning we're getting ready, and Xave's obviously in charge of the suits for the three of us. I don't know whether we couldn't be trusted or not, but anyway, Xave's got the suits, and we'd been measured up. I'd never tried mine on, but the other boys had, and they fit like a glove. And we get into the rooms, and Mick's, it was only 6 weeks ago, but Mick's putting his suit on. He's like, fuck, this is a little bit tight. Didn't think anything of it. Gets his jacket. 6 weeks, he's stuck a fair few in that 6 weeks. Puts his jacket on, can't quite get the button undone. I'm like, all right, well, have a look at the specimen. Not too surprising. And then I put mine on. I'm like, oh, it's, haven't tried this on, but there's a fair bit of room in here. That's fine. And we're about to get ready. And I'm like, Mick, do you want to see if we can swap pants? And we did, and they fit like a glove. The big horse had given us the wrong suits. It did all work out. Tig, you're an absolute delight. You're gregarious, your energy, it's infectious. And, they throw around at these things, soulmate, willy-nilly, but, to be honest, I've never seen two people who work as well together as you two. Over the 30 years that I've known Xave, probably outside of the birth of his beautiful kids and the Pies 2010 flag.
23 was all right.
Yeah, I know, but she was sharing it in 23, right? I did the math. I've never seen him as happy, and you guys complement each other so well. So as a friend, all you want is for your mates to be happy and loved, and it makes me so happy that you guys are together, and I'm so excited for the next chapter with you guys. So with that, we'll pass it over to the little fella in the beautiful suit.
Up the back. Thanks, David. And you've known Xave for 30 years, and that's how long it's been since Carlton won the flag. So, yeah. Lifetime of misery. As Dave said, my name's Mick. I'm just going to touch on a couple of little stories. I was going to do a welcome to country, but Terry kiboshed that on the head pretty quickly. He not a big fan of that. But as Uncle Alan said, where there's a will, there's family everywhere. So that's good work. 2022, that's when Xave and Tig met, late 2022. And as people meet these days, it's on social media, Bumble. I'm not sure what you were doing, Tig. Obviously, I was out of your age range or your height range or something like that. I don't know, but I'm still waiting for my like. But anyway, I'll be waiting for a while. I've been reliably informed by a few people that both Xave and Tig actually clock Bumble in their respective areas. And as was said to me, you've got to slay a few dragons or kiss a few toads before you find your prince and princess. And clearly that's what's happened here. So congratulations, you guys. Well done. A couple of things. I just want to acknowledge Stevie and Dan, who did a fantastic job today bossing everyone around and making sure we got on time and doing that sort of stuff. So well done, guys. Xave did tell me in late 2022, just after Collingwood got beaten in the preliminary final by a point, that he met someone from Wagga, and he was infatuated with her. He goes, she's quirky, she's fun, there's something about her. I don't know what it is, there's something about her. But obviously there's something about you, Tig, because here we are, and 859 days later, we've got married. One thing I've noticed about Tig that she's improved since she first met Xave is her dress code on important days. Now, there's no more important day as a Collingwood supporter than Anzac Day, and Tig has done the worst possible imaginable thing, dressing up in Essendon colours on Anzac Day, and she got a quick little she got a quick little hurry up about that, just to remind her that. Yep, very well done, good work. Someone, I think Mim mentioned that that Xave is Tig's safe place. That's for 30, well, let's say 47 and a half hours out of every 48-hour period, because there's no safe place when Xave's in the toilet, as you would be aware. As you would be aware, Tig. And it's a half-hour demolition job for anyone that's noticed. Xave and Tig have got Baxter the dog. Baxter is a yappy dachshund or sausage dog. Call it what you like. And I'm not sure, it's so yappy, I'm not sure if it takes after Xave, Tig or Yappy Terry when he's had a few beers. Brother Dominguez says hello, Terry. That's all I've got to say. I'm going to pass it over to Heath.
It's a bit cold. It's been a big couple of weeks, so I'm just going to read some notes that I've made. Cheers, boys. Thanks for the welcome. Back-to-back speeches are a bit of a battle, so I'll keep this short and sweet. Xavier Mardling came to the Border Morning Mail for a stint of work experience as a skinny teenager. And that's when I first met the giant, who would over the next 2 decades would become a great colleague and an even better mate. It was a rigorous employment process at the Border Mail at that stage. Read, tick. Write, tick. Support Collingwood, tick. When can you start? And a newsroom can be an intimidating place, but we did our best to make the farm boy feel welcome. Back then there was a bunch of grumps, good blokes, weirdos, but just one little hottie. Xave quickly proved he had what it takes and rose quickly through the ranks. He was traded to Adelaide in a dud deal for the Border Morning Mail. Fortunately, returning a couple of seasons later, by then he could have gone wherever he wanted. but in a really good trade deal for Newcastle, he moved to the Herald. He fell in love with the beaches and the lifestyle in the newsroom, loved his approach to work and to life. And somehow we got the newsroom and the newspaper through COVID, and I know that I wouldn't have made it through that period without the big fella riding shotgun with me. Still, his three loves were in Albury, and when Tig has emerged as a fourth, he knew where he had to be. And he returned as the editor of the Border Mail to Heroes Welcome, back where it all began. There's been long days, late nights, cricket trips, footy trips, and the greatest day of all, Saturday, September 30 at the MCG. I'm lucky to know this man, and I'm honoured to say a few words here today. Tig, you've got a good one. Big man, big heart, balsa wood shoulders. And Xave, you've got a good one too. If everyone could take a glass and raise it, and we can make a toast to the Mardlings. Cheers. May the hashtag Mardley in Love era have much love, laughter and Collingwood premierships. Thank you.
Oh, the Three Stooges. Did anyone see Terry's Bird? Terry did these ones. It was all going on. I didn't know where to look. Ping-ponging everywhere. So good. So, with no further ado, Tig and Xave.
Thank you. All right, that's a pretty tough act to follow. Everyone, from Rod and Tez and Mim to the boys. Thank you. We love you all very, very dearly, and your words mean the absolute world to us. So thank you. Thank you to everyone who's travelled here today. There's America, Perth, Newcastle, you know, some have made the long trek from Canada, you know. So, but, you know, whether you're from Albury, Wagga, Melbourne, you're here because you're very special to us, and you mean a lot to us. So thank you. Tiggy, it's been honestly the best 2.5 years. Like, so we were obviously talking for a week or two, and then we met right here, and to be able to, like, I think back to that, being that guy 2.5 years ago, and I think what he would be thinking now, and I'm just so happy to have you here as my wife. It's really just the best. So thank you. I do just want to say, you know, thank you to, you know, Rod and Deb. You've just welcomed me in like one of your own, and that really means a lot. It really does. Like, I've felt welcome from day one at 111, I call it, and that's, you know, the fact that you live at 111, January 11. That's why it all just works. We like the numerology. So, no, yous have been like second parents, and I love that. So thank you. I appreciate it. To my mum and dad, I wouldn't, I couldn't be here today without you. Like, you know, life can throw you a few curveballs, and you can be humbled and sobered up pretty quickly. And you know, the last few years did that, but you were there for me, and you know, as you always have been, helped me through. So, but hopefully now I can be something closer to on my own 2 feet, and hold Tiggy's hand. So I do appreciate everything that you have done, and yeah, it's never taken for granted. So thank you. Yeah, and just to circle back on Tig, you've honestly just been my biggest fan all the way through, and you know that can't be understated how important that is, and how you've always just made me feel great. So yeah, I didn't write anything down because I just wanted to wing it and speak from the heart, and yeah, everything's really already been said, whether it was Mim or the boys or the two dads. It's you know, I love you.
I haven't prepped anything either, but I just to ditto everything Xave just said. We are just like equal to the day my beautiful daughter was born. This has just been the best day of my life. I'm trying to take you all in. I'm trying to take little mental pictures of you all because I just am so thankful for everybody in this room that loves us so much and that supports us. And you're all so bright and colourful and beautiful, and we love colour. I guess the only other thing I'd like to say is, being I'm 34 and I've been a pal for 34 years, so I hold the surname Powell very proudly, and I always have done. I just love my family, but I just want you guys to know that being a Mardling, I am in such good hands, and I've got the most beautiful, now bigger family with all these extra beautiful kids in my life and parents and siblings, and I couldn't be happier. I will always be, a pal at heart, but I feel like my two worlds have merged and I couldn't be happier. And thank you to my bestest friend for just being him. And I love you very much, and yeah, you're the bee's knees, get it? Bees. Thanks, guys. That's all.